Hey guys, welcome to the Geedunk. Today we're running through our top 10 love movies as we eat the hot ones, Wings of Death.
All right, everybody, we're back. Let's kick this off. So first, we've got the classic hot sauce made by From First We Feast on the Hot One Show. And this is season 16's hot sauces, right? So why don't we kick it out with Josh telling us what his first number 10 movie is?
Yeah, my number 10 movie is You've Got Mail. Now, some people might say Sleepless in Seattle over this movie, but I actually think it's better than Sleepless in Seattle. These two movies are pretty similar. Got Meg Ryan, Tom Hanks, Chappelle's even in this.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll tell you, that's one I haven't seen. I've never seen You've Got Mail.
What?
Seriously?
Yeah, I never saw it.
Have you seen Sleepless in Seattle?
I have seen that, no.
It's an older movie, kind of outdated because they're using like rudimentary mail system and they're like digital pen pals trying to make a connection. They're also rival book owners. She's like a small time book owner and he's like the Amazon trying to run her out of business.
okay.
So they're kind of competitors,
I'm in the book business.
I am in the book business.
but behind the scenes they're emailing each other and kind of falling in love.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And it's, I mean, Tom Hanks, he's amazing almost anything. So, like, you got to have Tom Hanks
is
on
Meg
your
Ryan.
list, right? Yeah. Meg Ryan, she used to be the
Yeah.
Golden Girl.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, classic 90s.
I got her.
Classic 90s.
I got Meg in one of my movies.
Number 10, Crazy Rich Asians. I like this one. It's got a little bit of element of everything. Constance Wu is the main character. Henry Golding is her love interest.
Yeah, I have seen this one. I love this movie.
But it combines romance with like drama and comedy, and there's family stuff. Who is it? Oh, the Dr. Ken Jeong, who's in like the Hangover movies.
Yeah, the Hangover
Yeah.
guy.
He's in it. Aquafina. They kind of bring the comedy, and then Michelle Yeoh, I think is how.
Show you, yeah.
Yeah, she's from the that one crazy movie that I can never think of.
She's been in a lot of martial arts movies.
Yeah,
and
she's
stuff
been
like
in a lot of movies. but-
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yes, that's the one. But I really like this movie because it incorporates all sorts of different aspects. I like the story behind it. It's a beautifully filmed.
I love, like, I mean, they overdo it. They got nice cars,
Oh,
nice
yeah.
house.
Beautiful. It's 200 mil worth of real estate. Spectacular.
The wedding's got water running up. I'm like, holy cow.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
it was definitely well done.
And I think they're going to make a sequel to this, so.
Yeah. well,
And
I'm
I
looking
love the
forward to it.
conflict, of course, between the girl and the mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
cool.
You will never be enough.
You know, he's got money, but she doesn't know he's got money. I mean, he's basically Asian royalty, and she doesn't know this, and she loves him anyway, and he loves her for who she is, and knows that she's not out for his money, and so they
Yeah.
have a true relationship. But of course, you know, the family doesn't necessarily approve of someone who's not of high status, and they go through that whole rigmarole. And
a
I like
good
the
one.
side story too
Yeah,
with
that
his.
is a good one. You know, and I never even thought about
cousin.
that one for my list. That's
Wow.
actually a really good one. Yeah.
All right.
So my number 10 was Shrek. You know, you got to throw Shrek in there. Yeah, got to
You know,
throw Shrek in
I
there
hadn't thought of that one.
you know,
That's a good
because
one.
Shrek's just one of those lighthearted, you know, good love stories. And Shrek's probably one of the best, like, you know, I wouldn't call it animated, but it kind of is
Yeah,
animated.
animated.
You know, movies out there. You know, when it comes to this kind of stuff, you know, you got, you know, because the good thing about it, right, is there's a lot of adult undertones in there that we can pick up on that kids don't. You know, this is one of the first movies I think that really did that, and that's why adults appreciated it so much. You know, you got Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz, you got Eddie Murphy. You know, you got a great cast in this movie. It was just lighthearted. It was fun. It was funny, and it had a good story. You know, John Lithgow.
Yeah.
So,
I'll
yeah,
tell you
I
what's better than Shrek. Shrek 2.
Shrek 2 was good.
But
too.
not
Yeah.
as much as a love story.
Yeah.
Not quite as much.
All right.
Yeah.
And of
So-
course, you got Puss in Boots in that one.
oh,
too.
yeah, that's right. Same one you did.
I
Antonio
respect all
Banderas.
three of these.
I guess I'll have to watch. What was the one?
I can't believe you haven't seen that one.
You've got mail.
God,
That
hell, yeah.
one did not make my list.
You
but it
missed
was-
the boat by like probably 20 some
20 years,
years.
yeah.
My
exactly.
list actually was like 23 movies long, and I had to narrow it down.
Yeah,
And that one
I
didn't make
did
the cut,
some
but it
narrowing
was
as
on
well.
the 20 list.
All right, so let's get into our number 9 movie. And first, let's introduce our sauce. So this is Yellowbird sauce. It's Bliss and vinegar. And this one actually smells pretty good. It's got a ripe red serrano, strawberry, and coconut flavor to it. So that's going to be interesting. All right, let's
But anyways, my number 9 movie, Crazy Rich Asians. So, I don't think we need to talk
that's
much
awesome.
more about it, but
No.
that is my number 9
Yeah.
movie.
Fair.
See
Fair.
about it.
All right. My number 9 is The Proposal.
That's a good one.
I mean, Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock. What could go wrong? And let's not forget Betty White.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course.
I mean, you put Betty White in a movie and
It's gonna be great.
it's great. You know, it's one of those that they fake it till you make it kind of movies. Interestingly enough, I think I have 3 fake it till you make it movies on this list. So I don't know why I like those movies, but apparently I do. So, you know, she's his boss. She's got to get a green card. She basically
She's from
bribes him.
Canada.
She's from
right,
Canada.
Canada.
She
Yeah.
needs a green card.
Deported? It's not like I'm an immigrant or something. I'm from Canada.
And she basically
happens.
bribes him to, you know, marry her for the green card and everything. And he's like, well, you got to come visit my family. And like, and he lives in Sitka, Alaska, which is beautiful, by the way.
We're going to their place this weekend.
Oh, where's that? Alaska.
Alaska.
Yeah, and the other thing is, like, his family has a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And, like, his dad is Coach from the show Coach. I don't know
Yeah.
his name, but
Yeah.
I love that guy.
They're faking it for this whole thing. And then, you know, she's kind of hard. She's just like not really relationship material, but she's seeing the family and seeing how loved he is. And then she's starting to warm up. And then he sees that side of her and they fall in love. And it's
Now,
Yeah.
I love Sandra Bullock. We might see her a little later on in my list.
Oh, dude, we'll
But,
see. We'll
like,
see her one of mine for sure too. I mean, yeah, I tell you, man. I mean, just the late '80s, and the '90s, and in the early 2000s, there were just so many dang good love movies around that.
There
you know,
hasn't
in
been
that
a
time
lot
period.
recently, so
No.
a lot of these
No.
movies are probably going to be
Right.
older, and we
Well-
don't know really what's on each other's
and they're
lists.
movies we grew up with, right? So,
no.
speaking of like a coming of age, freaking late '80s type movie, is 16 Candles.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's been a long time
Yeah.
since I've seen them.
Yeah, man. Back in the days
Yeah.
with Brat Pack, you had Molly Ringwald, and it was just your typical coming of age, high school, trying to figure out your sexuality and falling in love and all that. You had her falling in love with Jake Ryan, and you had Long Duck Dong man getting trashed.
That was his name.
Yeah.
Long Duck Dong, man. Everybody loved Long Duck Dong.
Yeah.
I like the other one though when they're in detention in school though.
Oh, dude, yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty in Pink. Anything Molly Ringwald at that time.
Absolutely
you know.
fantastic.
See,
Brat Pack,
I
yeah.
mean, I didn't watch those movies when I was young, so they didn't really resonate with me like some of these other ones. But
Yeah.
You missed out.
They're
man.
good though.
I guess
They're
so.
good.
Yeah.
They're awesome. Brat
I'll
Pack
give you
movies
that.
are all awesome. Right,
What'd
so-
you think of the sauce?
Oh, the sauce is great. I loved it. I said that
Yep.
right off the bat, man. This is a good. It's had a really good flavor to it.
I don't know how I felt about the flavor, but there was a kick to it.
I feel like,
a little bit.
it is definitely progressing up a little
Yeah.
bit. So
Yeah. All right, moving on.
now we're getting hot and we're getting spicy on the movies.
Okay.
All right, so up next we are on hot sauce number 7, and this is the Hoff's House sauce. It says your everyday hot sauce. Oh, yeah, that's tangy, man. It's tangy. Oh yeah.
All right, so my number 8 movie is Jerry Maguire. Tom
Oh,
Cruise,
That's a
Cuba
good
Gooding
one.
Jr. What's
That's
what's
a
the
good one.
girl's name?
Renee
Renee
Zellweger.
Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger. Now, I mean, this movie hits on all notes. Guys like it, chicks like it. It's just like a really good movie, story-wise. I mean, Tom Cruise, he's awesome.
Is he getting to you a little bit?
little bit.
And football, it's about
Yeah,
like
man.
a sports
Yeah.
agent. So,
Quan,
I mean,
baby. You got
Yeah,
the
Quan.
Quan.
Yeah.
And Cuba Gooding Jr., awesome. I think he's canceled these days, but he did amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I think he won an Oscar for it, right?
Here it is. Show me the money.
Maybe. Yeah, he did an awesome job. I mean,
Yeah.
He won an Oscar.
The
I
little,
don't know
the
if it's
little kid,
about-
man, with 8-pound.
Oh,
kid.
yeah, the kid.
7 pounds.
No, it was
Maybe it
eight.
was
I think
8
it
pounds.
was 8 pounds.
It was
I
eight
don't know.
pounds. It was
I
eight.
don't know.
But yeah, Jerry Maguire, I mean, it's a hit.
Yeah. Because, the whole line.
'Cause, I mean,
you complete me.
Who's coming
That
with
way.
Would be one of the most
Who's
iconic
coming
names.
with
Yep.
Yeah. There's so many lines from that
He
movie.
loves black people. Who's coming with me?
yeah.
All this
Right.
crap. I mean, it's
No.
good.
You complete me.
Just shut up. You had me at hello.
Good lines from that movie, for sure.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I like that.
Also on my list of 20, but did not make my top 10.
Oh.
All right. My number 8 is The Holiday
Good
with
movie.
Kate Winslet, Cameron Diaz, 2 females, and then Jack Black and Jude Law were the love interests. Now, they had failed love interests before their successful love interests, which were Rufus Sewell and Ed Burns. But anyways, I like the story. They swap houses. They're kind of in a rut in their relationships in their life. And one lives in England, one lives in Hollywood. One's like in a small cottage, one's in a mansion. They swap houses and kind of swap lives for a while.
Home exchange. We switch houses, cars, everything. Bingo.
I need you to answer this.
Are there any men in your town?
Perfect.
Yes, and I thought about putting this on my list, but I tried to pick most of mine. But I thought maybe they won't pick these, but they're great movies. But I thought about putting that one on my list as well because I did like that movie. That's a
Now,
good
I'm
one.
always about a holiday love story.
Oh, yeah.
And I like the concept where they're just swapping there. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
And I think there is a website where you can actually do that. Like you swap your house with somebody else. But I do like how the whole point of the story is that what works for somebody might not be the same for somebody else.
Yeah.
Do you know
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
I mean? Like Cameron Diaz's life was success and, Hollywood, but she really liked this. She needed that small town charm and vice versa to kind of find their way.
Yeah, no, I like that pick. That's good. So mine was wasn't a huge hit back in the day when it came out, but a fantastic fantasy movie and a great love story, and it was Legend with Tom Cruise, Mia Sara, and Tim Curry. Now, I tell you what was amazing about this movie was just the artistry in it was beautiful, the makeup in it was beautiful. It took Tim Curry 6 hours. 6 hours for them to put the devil horns on him and all his devil makeup. Like all the people in this movie, all their costumes, they were literally took them hours and hours to get made up. Just beautiful, fantastic movie. You got unicorns in it, you got the devil in it, you got freaking the hero trying to rescue Princess
Sounds
Lily.
lovely.
So it was awesome, man. If you guys never saw Legend,
No,
good God,
never seen it.
man. He's trying to
This
bring
sounds dumb.
darkness over the world.
No, Vanilla
Tom
Sky.
Allen.
No, what's the one where they're having like the parties with the crazy sex or whatever?
Oh, Risky Business, man. Yeah.
No.
No. With the masks.
Yeah.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide
Wide
Shut.
Shut.
Yeah,
I
Eyes Wide
thought
Shut,
you
yeah.
might pick that one.
No,
I didn't know that Tim Curry and Tom Cruise were in a movie
Yeah,
together.
I can't believe that you guys have never seen this movie.
Who's Tim Curry? He's
Crazy.
the Clue guy.
Who's Tim Curry? Get the hell out of here, dude.
He's
Get the hell out of here.
yeah.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. He played Home Alone 2 as the freaking guy.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
The
Oh
Clue
my
guy.
God,
Come
man.
on.
the Clue guy.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, you ever seen the
This
movie
guy.
Clue?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Anyway, excellent, fantastic freaking movie. Number 7 now, all right? So this one's a good fan favorite, I think, on Hot Ones. Everybody seems to love this sauce. It's Los Calientes.
All right, my number 7 movie, and I just rewatched this last night. If you want to go out and check it out, it's on HBO Max right now. It's The Time Traveler's Wife. Now, this isn't
okay.
your typical love story, and it's actually pretty deep and has a interesting plot where Eric Bana's character time travels. He just kind of like does it randomly.
Right.
And it has Rachel McAdams. She's
Classic
in
love story.
all these love stories. But he time travels, and he time travels to the past, the future, all over the place. And he time travels to her when she's a child and first meets her. So she like grew up in love with this guy, and then when they become of age, they get married, and then they have to deal with the fact he's disappearing and time traveling. It has the guy from Office Space, Ron Livingston. You know that guy?
There you go. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a great movie. It like runs the gamut of emotions. This isn't like your typical love story,
Yeah.
and it's really deep as far as the time travel stuff.
Yeah.
More so than it probably needs to be.
Yeah. No, I really enjoyed this movie, and it was also in my 20. I think it's funny, other than this last one that you mentioned, everybody's has been on my list, whether it made my top 10 or not. But
Yeah,
I
Time
really
Time
enjoyed
Traveler
that
was a
movie
great
too.
movie, man. I did enjoy that one for sure.
Yeah. All right. My number 7 is 10 Things I Hate About You.
Okay. Yeah, I had that in my list in my before I cut it down. Yeah, that's a good one.
Heath Ledger,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, great actor.
Julia Stiles. This is another one that falls into that fake it till you make it kind of thing. He's
yeah.
being paid to date the sister of this one chick who Joseph Gordon-Levitt, that's his
there you
name.
go.
Yeah, he wants to date the cool sister, and then there's like the standoffish sister, so he pays Heath Ledger to date her. Because the younger one's not allowed to date until that one does. So he's basically faking it, and then they end up actually like falling in for each
Yeah, that's a
other.
good movie, man. I like that one.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yep.
I like the comedies. I do like the dramas too, though. So,
All right, well, mine is City of Angels.
oh god,
Oh yeah, I got some Nick Cage, some Meg
Yeah,
Ryan. Told you I had a Meg Ryan in mind. Oh man, great movie, right? So I mean, Nick Cage is a guardian angel, right? And it's cool how it just portrays all these angels all over the world, like just helping people out and guarding them, and then when they're dying, they're there to take them
he
to
took
heaven.
the milk.
Yeah, well, I
I've
saw
been
Josh
taking
taking the milk.
I'm
Yeah,
taking
oh, yeah.
the milk.
Josh, this is already burning Josh, man. It's already getting. But I tell you, the flavor was good though, man. Flavor that's good.
Yeah.
But he meets this doctor, Meg Ryan, who's just truly cares about her patients. She gets really upset when her first patient dies, right? The first I mean, had several patients. This is the first person she had to die.
I lost a patient.
It wasn't your fault, Maggie.
And so Nick Cage really takes a liking to her to the point where he finally does, he falls, so he takes a nosedive and becomes human. And then she dies, so then he's gonna live his rest of his life without her. But he still is like, hey, I wouldn't have changed it for the world, right? So sad, but freaking amazing love
Sounds
story.
like one of those tearjerkers.
Oh yeah, very much
It's got the
tearjerker.
Sarah McLachlan song.
Exactly.
You know, that they play for all the pet adoption ones.
It's got a Goo Goo Doll song in it too.
Yeah.
It's got awesome movie, man. Love it.
Well, anything with Nick Cage, I'm in. So.
All right, here we go. Time for the number 6 sauce and the number 6 movies. We got Hothead's Official Revolutionary.
My number 6 movie is Groundhog Day.
Oh,
Bill
that's a good
Murray,
one, man.
Andy McDowell. You know, this is one where he relives the same day over and over. He's a meteorologist, and it's Groundhog Day in Punxsutawney, and he keeps going through it, and he's got to kind of almost do everything perfect to get out of it. I would say, right?
Oh yeah.
He's stuck in Groundhog Day.
I'm reliving the same day over and over.
But this movie's like just brilliant comedy, especially like a movie that's showcasing the same thing. And there's been some copycats since then.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the original, as far as I know.
No, Groundhog Day was a fantastic movie, man. I'm with you on that.
What did you do today?
Oh, same old, same old.
All right. Well, I took
That was
a
a
bite.
good choice. I didn't even think about that one. Oh yeah, time to take a bite.
I took a bite
How's that sauce?
while you were doing that, and I don't think it's fair that you did that without taking your bite first because I'm going to struggle.
Are you?
This one's getting to me. My
Good
number
sauce.
6 is Walk to Remember.
Oh, I vaguely remember that movie. I
Vaguely.
think I've seen it once.
Mandy Moore, Shane West,
Okay, yeah.
and Daryl Hannah, Shane West's mom.
Yeah.
You know, Daryl Hannah, quintessential like 90s or
Mhm.
80s, actually 80s.
80s, yeah.
So like, but this was
Splash.
in the 90s, yeah.
Yep.
Mandy Moore's a good girl. Everybody makes fun of her. She's the Christian, like Bible thumping girl that doesn't do like the wild things. And Shane West's kind of the wild boy.
Yeah.
But he needs a tutor, so he's got her to tutor. And she's like, okay, I'll tutor you, but like, don't fall in love with me. And he was like, okay, I'm not going. He does. He totally falls in
Of
love
course
with
he does.
her. You
That's how
know?
his movies work.
But she doesn't want him to fall in love because
I'll take you home. You'll be better tomorrow.
No, Landon. I'm sick.
and she's dying, and you know, so it's going to be short-lived. But I like how, you know, he provides for her what he can provide for her in her short life, and she gets him on the right path in life. So it's nice.
Was it good?
I don't know anything about that movie.
Unbelievable.
And half those people you name, more than half, I didn't even recognize.
Mandy Moore.
Mandy Moore, you recognize? She sang. Man, she got her start by like singing, right?
This Is Us. The show This Is Us. The wife in This Is Us. That bite was too much.
What's your
No,
movie?
that sauce is good, man. This sauce now to me is starting to have a little kick.
It's getting hot.
Right, it's getting a little kick to me. But it's good. All right, so my number 10.
10. Number 10.
my number 10. My number 6 is gonna be The Notebook. All right.
That's pretty low, is all I'm saying.
It is, because I figured you guys are gonna have it higher. I was like, I'm putting it lower because as I was researching this stuff, man, I was like, there's just so many great movies out there, and The Notebook's like on everybody's list. I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna give it super high because I've just got a lot of other movies that I love too. So
Now, what irritates me about this movie is she chose the wrong guy, or at the very least, did James Marsden's character very
does
dirty.
them dirty. Yeah, do them dirty.
I mean, she falls in love with this guy, gets engaged. I don't remember if they get married or not, but and then she leaves him, and I'm like, what the hell? And he's like almost the perfect guy too in this movie.
Yeah, how she gets two perfect guys, I don't know. Like, lucky her, but the heart wants what the heart wants, And
Yeah, exactly.
She did not.
Well, don't lead people on this.
She did not marry. Well, she didn't know that he was still out there and available to her.
That's why this movie doesn't make my list.
The cool thing about the movie too, though, man, is that she's got severe dementia. She's in later stages of dementia. So he's calling, her husband's calling himself Duke, reading to her from her own, her own book, her own notebook, and kind of just reliving their love story with her all over again, right? And in the end, they die in each other's arms or hand in hand, and it was just classic, man. Great.
And I love
freaking
that
story.
aspect to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, great movie, man.
And this stuff keeps coming back in my throat.
It's on my lips a little bit.
Well, that's the
That's
first
what's bothering
5 down, ladies and gentlemen. We got 5 more to go.
Woo!
All right, everybody, here we go. This is where sauce is supposed to start getting hot, baby. So we are on sauce number 5, the Senor Lechuga hot sauce.
Man, look at that. That looks like it came from a doctor's office, that
right.
label. I mean,
It did, man. It's got the heat. All right, so this one has the ghost pepper in it, baby. This is going to get hot. That's a good flavor. It's a good flavor, huh? Yeah.
All right, my number 5 movie is Coming to America.
awesome, dude.
Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall. And I think this might have been the first movie Samuel L. Jackson was in. He worked at McDowell's.
That's right.
Or no, he didn't work at McDowell's. He tried to rob
rob it.
McDowell's.
McDowell's.
While the other two worked at McDowell's.
Yeah.
The funny thing is,
They got the Big Mac, we got the Big Mick.
that's right. Eddie Murphy is also in my number 5 movie, but that's
No.
awesome.
Now this movie, I mean, it hits all the right notes. It's funny. It's it's entertaining all throughout. I mean, we got like
dude.
a prince from Africa coming to Queens
That's right.
to find his queen, essentially.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you got the Soul Glow. I mean,
So,
Eric
and
was out.
Eddie Murphy's playing like 4 or 5 different roles in this movie. He's playing the barbershop guy. He's playing the Soul Glow guy.
Eric LaSalle, who was on ER. Yeah, that dates me up.
Yeah, you
a little
got,
bit, I
and
think.
you got the brothers from he was working with the rich guys. What was it? You know, those 2 rich guys are
Trading-
broke and
trading
trading
yeah.
places. Yeah,
Yeah,
trading
'cause they're
places.
bums
Like
in
him and
this.
Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
Now they're bums in this.
And that was
So
like
it's
a
awesome.
big dispute, like, because someone threw that out. They're trying to get those 2 in there, and then the director didn't want it, and then they end up getting them.
They got him in there, which dude, I thought was great, man. I thought it was classic having those 2 dudes in
So
there.
that's the second Eddie Murphy movie on here. Because he was in Shrek.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
Sure.
There you go. All
Yep.
right, and we got these same like repetitive actors here, I guess. All right,
What do y'all
my
think? Hold on, before you do that, what do y'all think about this sauce?
It's not actually as bad as I thought
It's
it was.
not, yeah, the flavor is good, but it's not as
Flavor's
hot
really
as the one before it.
Yeah.
It's pretty hot. My number 5 was actually sitting in my number 1 spot, and I bumped it down to number 5.
Wow.
Yep, I know. But P.S. I love you. Hilary Swank, Gerard Butler.
Ah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this one is interesting, too.
Yeah.
The Ireland one.
Yeah, so he has a brain tumor and he dies.
Jesus!
Yeah.
Spoiler! I
It's
mean,
the
if you guys
beginning
want
of
to
the
see
movie.
it.
It happens. It's the beginning
All
of
the
the
best
movie.
love stories have death in them, right? So-
Exactly. Tragic. But you know, she just kind of becomes a recluse, like she can't move on with her life, and then she turns 30, and he had set it up with her mom to deliver these notes and like he had paid for trips for her and different adventures for her to go on in order to help her
Get over
move
him.
on with her life, but yet also remember him. And
I do
you
like
know.
this one.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
And
So
it is a cool I like when they don't do traditional concepts on these.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, exactly.
so
That's good.
there's a good one.
My number 10. Or number 10, good
Gee,
lord.
you keep
Number
saying
5.
that.
I know, right? My number 5, Boomerang, baby. Oh, yeah.
Eddie Murphy
Oh.
again.
Freaking Eddie
I
Murphy.
forgot about Boomerang,
Oh,
man. That was a good one.
Dude, Robin Givens banging. Halle Berry was banging.
Mm-hmm.
You had what's her name, man? She played Strange. Big warrior woman, man. She played like Conan and all that stuff. Anyway, man, she was
Is it
awesome. in
Angela
it.
Bassett?
No, not Angela Bassett. But you had freaking Martin Lawrence. You had David Allen Greer. You had Chris Rock. I mean,
Wow.
you had all sarcastic
Yeah.
movie, man. It was hilarious. This is the player gets played, right? And then he falls in love and almost loses his love and finally gets it back, right? So Eddie Murphy's this is freaking business exec, marketing exec. He ends up having to work for Robin Givens, but he's trying to hit it up, and he finally gets it, but she's playing him. And like he's like wanting to be romantic. She's like, man, let's go watch some basketball. And he's like, huh? So she plays the hell out of him, and he gets his heart broken. Then he hooks up with Halle Berry, and everything gets better for him. But great movie, man.
Yeah.
Hilarious movie.
Man, it has everybody in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
no.
Awesome movie.
I haven't
good
seen
one.
it, but
That's
I
a
do
good one.
remember the trailers back in the day.
Oh, you never saw
You haven't seen
Boomerang?
it?
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it. I haven't
Man,
seen
you're
it.
missing out.
Yeah, I'm surprised I forgot about
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch these.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. You definitely
Yeah,
gotta watch Boomerang.
that in the
What's it on?
90s.
I want to say I own it. So,
Okay.
yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Your eyes are a little watery.
Oh, yeah. And his eyes
I know, because
watery.
like
His eyes
I'm
watery
fine,
earlier.
but like something happens and it comes up my throat and it's terrible.
Yeah, it's that
Don't touch
congestion.
your
You get the heat gives you congestion, man, and you cough it back up, and then. All right, so our number 4 sauce is Butilla Fire Chile Lengua de Fuego.
All right, let me take a bite.
There you go.
Let's do it.
Oh, this
Where's
one's
your-
not
where's your
good.
bite, Ashley?
Don't cry.
It doesn't have a good taste to
Oh,
it
it does.
initially.
It's got smoky, man. I love smoky.
No.
This has a good
I don't
smoky.
like smoky.
This
Yeah.
has a good smoky flavor. Damn, that is good.
My number 4 movie
Wow.
is The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
I mean, this is another one of those movies like Jerry Maguire. Guys like it, women like it. It's got some actions, got some comedy,
Yep.
and
Andre the Giant.
yeah, Andre the Giant. It's got Indoyo Montoya, and it's got what
Indigo
is-
Montoya.
Yeah, who's the main guy?
Killed my
What's his
father.
name?
Carrie Ells.
Carrie Ells.
Yeah.
Nope.
I like Mandy Patinkin. Patinkin? Is that his name? That's the guy who plays Inigo Montoya.
It has
was
the
in
guy
Homeland.
from Toy Story, the dinosaur guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, the little guy.
He's the villain, actually. So,
Yep.
or one of the villains,
One of
I
them.
should say.
I am in the minority on this. That this movie just does not do it for me.
I don't know how it can't.
I know. Everybody loves this movie. They say it's classic, and I'm just.
You got the rodents of unusual size, man. Come on. You got
This
Billy
movie's
Crystal.
like this
You got
movie.
Billy
Yeah,
Crystal.
Billy Crystal. This is like almost a live action Shrek to a certain extent.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, no doubt. This movie's great, man.
Yeah. I mean, geez.
It's got romance. It's got action.
Part
it's got,
Zorro.
Sure, I see it, but I don't like it.
What?
Oh, come on now.
I don't even
enjoy
get
it.
it.
I don't know.
I don't even get it. Fred
I don't get it
Savage.
either.
You know.
He was the Dread Pirate Roberts, man.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Gotta love that.
I don't get it either.
Oh, you missed him.
I
Good
know.
flick, classic.
Yeah. So, Ashley, you're number 4.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. This also flirted with.
You like having the number 10 in your movies, don't you?
Yeah,
It's
she
the
sure
second
does.
one. It's the second one, but this was also sitting at my number 1 for a little while, but and probably for many years of my life, this was number 1. But
First Matthew McConaughey mention.
yeah, I
that's
know,
true.
which
That's
is shocking, right? Because it's Matthew McConaughey
Uh-huh.
and Kate Hudson. Their chemistry is just perfect.
I love Kate Hudson.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Kate
this is
awesome.
another one on the list with the fake it till you make it kind of thing.
And her mom, Goldie Hawn, is awesome in love movies as well.
Yeah, true. So, she drives him crazy because she's trying to figure out, she's writing an article for her magazine on how to lose a guy. And he's writing an article saying, he's trying to win a marketing campaign saying he can get any woman to fall in love with him. So,
What is it, like a bet or something? I think?
kind of like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, these girls that he works with knows that she's going to be driving this guy crazy because they happen to have the in that magazine article. So they make sure that they get paired up. And so she, makes it really hard for him because he's like trying to just do all the right things and say all the right things while she's just going batshit crazy.
Yeah, what's cool is she's really into sports, and then she makes it hard for him to like watch the game, but she wants to watch the
Yeah.
game, so
Right,
she's
right,
like
right.
sneaking off to watch it.
Yeah.
She's bringing in the pink stuff and throwing it all in his bathroom
Yeah.
and getting him all riled up.
Oh.
Yeah, she's teasing him.
The
you know,
dog,
like-
the plant, you
Yeah.
know, all that stuff women
she
do.
does
You
the
know,
right things, and then she goes over the top with the right things, and then and he's just like, yeah, I'm loving it, but then they end up falling for each other for real.
I mean, of course they do.
So, of course,
That was
I mean,
a
it's
good
Matthew
That,
McConaughey.
that was a good one. I mean, that was somewhere on way down on my list. If I had like 20 or 30 that I was looking at, it would be up there in top 4, but it was a good movie. Now, my number 4 is some Keanu Reeves action, baby. And of course, Sandra Bullock is back, Gotta have Sandra Bullock.
Oh,
The Lake House.
that was
The
on.
Lake House.
That,
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
man.
that was so close to making
What
my
an
list.
excellent freaking movie, dude. And it was based off of like a Korean movie, I guess, called The Magic Mailbox or whatever. But, they're both living in this lake house 2 years apart, and they're writing each other back and forth. And Keanu Reeves actually dies in her time. And he's supposed to meet her at Valentine's Day at this restaurant. He doesn't show up. She thinks she set him up when in reality he died, and she watched him die. So then she's got to figure out, oh shit, it was him that died. So then she's got to ride him, trying to get him to not die and all that. So it was awesome, man.
mystical, magical love
right.
story movies.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was good, man.
Yeah, I like that one because it's kind of like Time Traveler's Wife a little bit, where there's like this little
Tragedy, but love, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Oh yeah, great movie.
vulnerability.
I like
yeah.
that one.
Yeah, good pick.
Our number 3 sauce is the notorious Da Bomb. Right, this one gets everybody. Everybody's like, "Holy crap, it's hot!" And everybody thinks it tastes like garbage too, which I've never tried. So we're about to find that out. But all right, Josh,
I don't
let's
wanna do
dig in. Oh, you got to do it.
I don't want to do it.
Let's
All
dig
right.
in and tell us your number 3 movie.
Terrible taste.
Yeah, that's not good.
My number 3, though, I'm bringing out the big guns. Titanic.
Oh,
Leonardo
okay.
DiCaprio,
Okay.
Kate Winslet. I brought 3 different girls to the movies to see this thing. It's a really long movie. Gave me time to like work on the arm technique, try and wiggle my way in there. Like every girl wanted to see it. And if you wanted to go on a date and you pitched
Yeah, it was
Titanic,
Titanic.
you were going. So
You're 100% right about that, man. I totally didn't even think about that movie for this for some reason, but no, you're
Oh
right.
God.
what? This and The Notebook are probably like most people's top 2.
Oh God.
Yeah, this has to get a little bit of
Yeah,
kick
I
to
don't
it.
like this one at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
like,
hot.
can you?
It's
Yeah,
building.
I'm sweating under my eyes.
Yeah.
I don't want to breathe.
All right, what's
Is
your
it the air?
movie?
Where are we at?
Number 3.
Number 3.
I can't do it. It's Family Man. It's Family Man. I
Oh,
love
man.
Family Man. I love Nick Cage. It's great. It's I felt nothing until now. I felt nothing.
Holy crap,
Oh
this
my
one
God.
this one hits.
I haven't had the second half of it.
I mean,
I I just want to put something on my tongue. Like,
The bomb hits, man. This is the first time I'm really going to go into my freaking milk.
Okay, Nicolas Cage, Téa Leoni, and Jeremy Piven.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Jeremy Piven was the classic freaking best friend in all these freaking love movies back then.
Jeremy Piven, he's the B guy. He's the B guy and everything. But this movie is similar to Mr. Destiny. Sliding doors that almost made my list too.
I love Mr. Destiny.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's one of those like alternate reality kind of situations. You know, what could have been. You know, he lives this like.
It's like the multiverse or something.
Yeah. He has like
it's called a glimpse. You know, Don Cheadle, you know, Cash Money shows up as basically like an angel. You know, he's like, hey,
thanks
you know,
for taking the lead.
he's like, you know, he's like, you done jacked up, Jack. He's like, I'm gonna give you a glimpse of what life could have been like. And you know, he's of course he put Nick Cage as this rich freaking president, CEO of this company, multimillionaire, and then
pain in the ass to work for. Work on the holidays. You don't care.
him and Téa Leoni were college sweethearts, and they were gonna get married, but he left to London for a year. And never came back, right? Well, he came back eventually, but by that point it was too late and they split up. And so he gets this glimpse of what life would be like if they had stayed together. And what a beautiful story it was, man. Great freaking movie.
Where's my Ferrari?
You got a Ferrari?
Just tell me what's happening to me.
This is a glimpse.
A glimpse of what?
You know, the kids were great, especially the daughter. You know, what great acting that was. Just, Jeremy Piven did a great job as the backup man. It was an awesome movie. Dang.
Really good. Now you get to tell.
Yeah, I agree. That movie, I mean, I probably would have put it on my list, but I had a feeling you guys would put it on your list, so I didn't. But I could always watch that movie.
Yeah. You're crying, bro.
I just want something.
That's hot.
I need more milk.
All right, my number 3.
Oh, God.
Ooh, we are on number 3 now, right? Damn.
I thought we were done here with this section.
Yeah, Serendipity.
Oh, good one. Really good one.
Yeah, John Cusack. Oh, damn, that's hot. Freaking Kate Beckinsale. Yeah. Kate Beckinsale. I mean, they meet
Jeremy Piven also.
And Jeremy Piven is a backup, man. They meet by chance. And then Kate Beckinsale's big time into like fate. Like, oh, it must be fated. So they go through all these different things. Like she gives him his number. It blows away. They got to go up an elevator. And some dumb kid freaking presses every button. So they never meet on the same floor. And over the years, they're trying to do what they can to meet back up. And eventually fate finally brings them back together, back in New York. And just what an awesome movie, man. Freaking loved it. Excellent love story. Great acting. And again, man, it's just one of those top, early 2000s, love movies. They made so many of them back then. This is another great one. So
yeah.
Yeah,
man.
and they have the ice cream store in New York if you want to go and check it out.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know she is in New York. Huh?
Yeah, they got one in Vegas too.
All right. So the number 2 sauce, Hellfire, hot. What the hell is this? Hot sauce. Cranked. Extreme black garlic reaper sauce. Oh, man.
No. God.
Number 2 movie I feel like is an underappreciated movie. It's While You Were Sleeping. Sandra Bullock in another movie.
Yeah.
You got Bill Pullman. It's again, I love story holiday movies. This one's around Christmas time.
So this is the third Sandra Bullock movie.
Yeah.
She's like a toll booth attendant. Guy gets thrown on the tracks that she's attracted to. She pulls him off. She saves his life, and he's got amnesia. Or does he got amnesia? No, he's in a coma. He's in a coma, and then somehow it gets out that she's his fiance, which is not true, and he's in a coma. So she's like battling with whether she tells him the truth, what's going on. Meanwhile, Bill Pullman's trying to investigate. She's going closer to him and his character, and
That's his brother.
yeah, his brother.
So she ends up actually falling for the brother. She fantasizes about him because she sees him every day at the toll booth.
Well. Yeah.
And I love Bill Pullman because he's kind of smooth but not smooth at the same time. So
I mean, heck, man, he was the president, damn it.
yeah,
I mean, the president.
Independence Day. Yeah. So While You Were Sleeping, my number 2 movie.
No, this one's like burning my lips, man. My lips are kind of burning.
Oh, I didn't touch my lips.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, you guys have ruined my top 2 already because, like, my top 2, you guys have already mentioned. Number 2, Notebook.
Well,
I mean, you said
I told you
thought
it's like
gonna
one of
be
the
mine.
powerhouse ones.
Yeah.
Titanic and The Notebook to me are like the big 2.
We've already talked about it. It's excellent. We all know that. You
And
ranked it lower because you knew I was going to rank it higher.
Exactly. And guess
So,
what?
way to ruin my top one.
But we just talked about my number 2, The Family Man, with Nick Cage. So I guarantee my number 1 is going to be completely different, and I made it that way on purpose. So
Ooh.
All right, here we go. It is the Hot Ones signature Last Dab sauce. 2 million Scoville, baby. It's the hot stuff. And they call it the Last Dab for a reason.
Ooh.
You got to give it the dab, baby. Oh, man, I'm going to dab my microphone. Ooh.
All right, my number one movie, and now I will say this: this number one is probably kind of unexpected to most people, but this is a movie that's resonated with me. I loved it. I've seen it a million times. It's Overboard with Kurt Russell,
Love it.
Goldie Hawn. He's a carpenter, does some work on her yacht. She throws him off, and then she falls off the yacht eventually, gets amnesia, and then he goes and claims her. And
Claims her. Because her husband doesn't want her.
And then he claimed her in real life, too. So.
yeah, and so like he has
Damn.
kids. She's helping out with the kids. She's almost like his slave. Like she's cooking the food, doing the laundry, doing all this crap at home while he goes and works.
He tells her this. She's like, I just can't imagine I would like this life. He's like, you loved it. You loved it.
He could be some stranger off the street.
Well, he seems to like you, and he's a nice guy.
He's good looking.
Wayne. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean he goes and fakes documents and stuff like that,
Oh, yeah.
like marriage photos. Because she's like, where are marriage photos? And like all he has is like this huge dress, and he's like, well, yeah, you were bigger back then.
Yeah. That's a
So
good one.
Overboard, my number one.
That's a good
That
one.
movie was awesome. Holy crap.
All right. So
They remade it, and it's not near as good.
No, it's not.
and now you've got generational women here because we got Kate Hudson on the list and Goldie Hawn.
Uh-huh, yep.
So that family just keeps giving.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
All right, my number one also already talked about, thankfully, because I can't really talk. Is Serendipity.
There you go.
Serendipity.
Serendipity.
Serendipity, baby. Great movie.
John Cusack, Kate Beckinsale, John Cusack. Really, any movie with Nick Cage and John Cusack, I'm there, and it's good. A chance, timing, just it's great. We talked about it earlier. I can't talk.
My number one movie. What goes great during football with chicken wings?
Pizza.
Pizza, baby. This movie wants me to make me director my pizza to Daddy Green's Pizza. Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. You had Timac, you had Vanity.
The Last
Oh my
Dragon?
God. The Last Dragon. You had Show Enough, the Shogun of Harlem. Oh man, had the action, had the romance. Had
Is this
it all,
a love
baby.
story?
It is a love story. You had the girl Vanity, who gets kidnapped by the bad guy Eddie Arcadia, and Timac, our martial arts champion, has to track her down and save her, right? And then you got Show Enough, who's got the
Sho'nuff.
power of the glow. But Timac, Bruce Leroy, he's got to get the power of the glow back for Show Enough. And man, awesome movie. You got some piranhas in it. Ooh, damn.
No,
Oh my God.
Piranhas?
Piranhas.
you go, Billy. I know you need it.
Yeah, I blew my nose. My nose is burning.
Does it have any love in it?
It's got love, dude. It's got Timac, who's a virgin. He's like this virgin martial art kid, you know. He's very introverted, and he's got to
I
get
thought
the
you were
girl.
going to say, like, the anchovies movie.
But
That's
I-
silly.
It's like I was thinking Must Love Pizza or something. I don't know. Oh, I know what you're talking about with Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah.
Oh man, no.
We don't even have the McDreamy movie
But
on
Dream
the
is
list.
not here. I know.
I was thinking Can't Buy Me Love.
If you-
Didn't make my list. What other ones?
If
Mannequin.
you have not seen Last Dragon, man, you got to see it. Great movie. Oh man.
First of all, this is not. I think you misunderstood the assignment. This assignment wasn't trying to find weird, quirky ones. Like it's obviously the top ones, and that's a weird, quirky
That
one.
movie's a great movie, man. Fantastic.
I have to give honorable mentions to Sliding Doors. The Story of Us, although The Story of Us with Michelle Pfeiffer, which by the way, she should also be in all these kind of movies too.
All of them. I don't know about
Like, I mean, she's a classic love story, 90s love story actress, but that one, I recently saw somebody break that one down and there's negative connotations in that one.
that.
So
What about Basic Instinct then? You know, you gonna call that one?
Basic Instinct.
Love Actually,
Oh, that was good,
Ghost, Dirty Dancing,
Yeah.
The Other Sister,
It's Patrick Swayze. Yeah.
Hitch.
Oh yeah. No,
Pretty
Hitch was
Woman.
good.
Yeah, Hitch is pretty
Hitch
good.
almost made my list.
I mean, Doc Hollywood, Enchanted,
Yeah.
Mannequin.
Oh, Mannequin almost made my list.
When Harry
All right.
Met Sally, obviously.
of course.
You know.
But well, what we are gonna do though, folks, we're gonna put up a what is it called?
A poll.
What's
A
it
poll.
called?
Thank you. My mouth's burning. To send you guys can vote. Who do you think's list was the best? But hey, Love Is Blind season 7 coming out in the next couple weeks. We're gonna be doing that because as you all know, we love our Love Is Blind. And hey, this is fun, guys. I don't know if I'd recommend trying this at home or not. Holy crap, this is hot. But hey, as always, we love you guys. Please chat us up, and we will check y'all in our next review.
See you guys.